Judge Linn's father was in the electronics business in Brooklyn, repairing old radio and TV sets. And so as a young boy, Judge Linn would be in the shop helping his dad. So that's how he became interested in electronic matters.
Judge Linn was an engineer in undergrad, and so the technical science, engineering, geeky types like all of us, and
went to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and then on to
Georgetown University Law School, and also were co-workers at the United States Patent and Trademark Office, where we were patent examiners.
Dick Linn has had an amazing career.
Judge Linn was an IP practitioner
of the patent bar.
One of the best intellectual property lawyers in the country, actually recognized that way worldwide.
Judge Linn came to this court after a long career in private law practice.
Judge Richard Linn is the first United States judge of the 21st century. He was sworn in on January 1, 2000.
He had us all come in the middle of the night, properly dressed, to show up at 12:01.
We stood in the judge chambers. We come from a New Year's Eve party at the White House, came right over there to the chambers. We watched the clock. The second midnight struck. He raised his hand. He took the oath of office. There wasn't a dry eye in the place.
The legacy of a judge is the judicial work, is the thinking, the objectivity, the depth, the wisdom that one brings to the decisions that you make. Judge Linn has certainly held his own in all of that.
He's a great believer in the patent system and is eager to see the patent system enforced properly throughout the land.
But he really is a person who the rest of us should model our judicial decorum after.
He has written landmark decisions, the Blackberry case being one of many.
Had one case involving softball bats, the high technology of softball bats. It turns out that there is some high technology, and he learned it. He also learned, in a case involving the Harley-Davidson fuel injection system, why Harley-Davidsons sound the way they do.
He's well known nationally and internationally for the work he's done with the Inns of Court, which has made such a great contribution to the legal community.
He has taken the IP-focused inns and changed us from 6 individually operating Inns of Court to 22 plus IP Inns of Court across the globe. And now we're all interconnected. We're able to help each other, share programs, share ideas.
He agreed to allow us, the IP community in Chicago, to honor him by naming our Inn of Court after him in Chicago.
Then he became so active that he took it upon himself to coordinate intellectual property inns around the court with a organization called the Linn Inn Alliance, and he has spoken in all of the major cities in the country to the Inns of Court.
No other academic, jurist, or even lawyer has contributed so much in that area. And the Inns of Court is so important to what we do because it is all about professionalism and ethics.
But also he cares about people. You look at the clerks who've been there, they're family to it. Clerks have been there over the years, and they now come with their children, their spouses.
He considers each of his law clerks as part of his family. And very affectionately, each one of our children are known as grand clerks in his chambers. And that really builds a sense of bond and family values.
He's such a warm man, and you see his devotion to his daughters and to his grandchildren.
Here's a couple of little tidbits about Judge Linn. When I came on the court, there was much to do that I was the first Latino on the federal circuit. And then I found out that Judge Linn has his own bottle of hot sauce with a label on it with his picture on it. And a lot of the foods he eats revolves around that.
there's a burrito cart guy which sits not too far from the courthouse. And Judge Linn would just stop by our office and say, hey, how about we go out and get a burrito?
Hey, Judge, how you doing?
Dip, 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 dip.
Judge Linn loves his Corvette, and the junior-most law clerk would at times get to move his car from one space to another, so that was always a treat.
Judge Linn is an extraordinarily adventurous person. He goes on ocean sailing trips with the superstar yachtsmen. He arranged to land in a Navy fighter jet on an aircraft carrier.
Currently is living on a great beach with his beautiful wife, Patty, and every time we see him, we all note that he keeps getting younger rather than older.
I am thrilled that Judge Linn is receiving this distinguished IP Lifetime Award. He's the perfect candidate for it.
Probably the most deserving person I know for this award.
He has a lifetime of involvement and dedication to the pursuit of the betterment of the arts and to the securing of the correct rights to artisans through our intellectual property law.
Everything that he has done in his career has made him qualified for this award.
He and Patty are tireless with their devotion to the IP community, to our profession, to the bench and the bar. We absolutely should honor him in as many ways as we can.
Dick, you set a great standard, and I think it's going to be something for others in the future. Say if we can measure up to what Judge Linn is, a man of total integrity, complete integrity, as well as knowledge.